Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Green 18. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Slam, slam, slam. Back, back, back. Yeah, live. 55 is my guy, 55. Zoom. All day, every day, any day. Easy. Green 18 up.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 9. You go tight. You got tight right there. Kelly, short left, Kelly.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Jim. Switch. Hey, 88. Fight 51. Mike 51. All day, punt.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
Get set. 19. 24.
From the red zone now, Watson steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag. On the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Check.
Back north.
Check 13. Check 37. Check 37.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 54 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, tight. Switch. Hey, check.
Hey, flag.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
319.
51 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Alert flare. 25. Check 25.
Rodgers on the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch twins.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Check 3. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Jump out. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Loco over here.
55.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers.
We got this.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. We got double up. We are going. 26.
Watch the whip.
Back north.
Hey, Alpha. Out. Rush in.
Hey, switch gears. Take four.
Rodgers now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert 3.
The give to Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Check. All right. Fresno.
Chance. Watch out.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Echo.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to wipe into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Switch it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
SOS. Joker. Watch the ship.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Check 99.
Check. Lucky.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
3 down. Right here.
Hey, take 26.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Slam.
Check 50.
Right now. You got 58.
Check 6.
26.
Showing it.
51
the mic.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Bang. Safe. Check 50. Check 50.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
White left. Teammate.
Mike 55, Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go. Do it.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming 50. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Watch the edge.
On first down, Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 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 check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift, shift. Shift. Slam, slam. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Check 30.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, black.
Check. Shift.
Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
No. Off. Kill. Shift. Check. Crunch.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Check the backer.
For the 50.
Mike 51.
Smooth.
Coming. Wide. Get wide.
Watch the safety creep.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
You're set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. He's got Fuller. 11 yards there, first down.
Complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
This is it. 19. Check. Alert.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Texans football to start quarter 2. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here, as they've got it facing 3rd and a yard. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Let's make these babies cry. Mike Popo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
We own it. We own it.
Back.
Check nine. Right.
They run with Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go.
51, Mike 51. Silver.
On second and 15 now. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 15.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check safety. Check. Hatchet.
Stand 300. Ho.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He's checking. Crash.
Quick the edge. Come.
Switch.
Check 13. Hey, check 26.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And got his man complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 83 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, check right. Watch 55.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Alert 3. Undercrunch. Here, Mike. Bravo.
Check 55, Mike. You're not bringing it.
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down.
Pick up the ball. Check 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watch twist. Check.
Check 3. Inside.
On first down, Taylor. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. Check.
Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
What is that? 19, 54. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me 24. 24. Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. That one good for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to look deep in zone for... That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
18, 88, 88, 88. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. General West. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Check 26. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Joker, 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 Joker.
Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Reset. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watch a slant. 50. Watch a slant.
Hey, Delta. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey. Watch the ship.
Snap comes at 1. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Yeah, live.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check. Lucky.
Kill.
Slam.
Now Rodgers to throw again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, check right. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Save.
Check 50. Check 50.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Set. 19. Check nickel.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yeah, Liz. Shit. Slam. Big edge. Kill.
Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check 26.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check. Check, 93's the mic. Too little, tech. Shift. Watch the shift. No. Off. Flip again.
Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Wide, get wide.
Here, Mike. Hey, Charlie. 55.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Watch the safety creep.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch that.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. He sets to fire deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You don't want it.
Jeff.
Motion me out. Check, hot route. Hot. Sponge. No.
Right now, you got 58.
Tighten up. Kill.
Take 30.
Hey, turn it up. 55's my guy, 55. Hey.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A gain of 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
36. Deuce. Check 43.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
319.
Slam. Back.
Check nine.
You got tight right there.
319.
Hey, Mike 51. I got one.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Switch. Check 31. Check safety. Check. Hatchet.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's bring it. Shift. He's checking. Crash. Pick the edge.
Back north. Run.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Now Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mike 55.
Hey, 88. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's get there.
Mark 55. I'm coming.
Switch.
Hey, black.
Check 13. Check 37. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Give me that ball, defense.
Tight dog. Check the hot read. 51.
Go to 50.
51. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Jump out!
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Watch 12.
on. Hey, wahoo!
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 55 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Get 300. Get 300.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
He's inside.
We got double up.
They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was